I'm going to show you how quickly you can get around London. I'm going to show you some very interesting parts on the way and a lot of nice pubs. About 12 o'clock, I'm hung over the hill and we can see what we can get. Good fun. Follow me. Ship and Shovel, very nice pub. I'd say here's the house that Benjamin Franklin lived in. If you want to see some more interesting things about Benjamin Franklin, go to St. Bartholomew's down by Smithfield Market. Might try and get there in a minute. It's where he actually learned to print. Very, very interesting. Beautiful place. So we just come from Charing Cross. We're going to head down to the embankment, down to the river. I just rushed up the new bridge going up onto the embankment. Always a busy spot, noisy too. But you get a lovely view of the Thames. Right at Charing Cross station here, so you see the trains going by. You might just see this view. Something else, isn't it? I'll show you more now. Interesting fact, that plaque down there, Joseph Bazalgette, the man that invented the sewage system that actually stopped the cholera epidemic here back in the 1800s. Interesting fact. I believe it was his great-great-grandson that was directly responsible for the show Big Brother. There you are, one Londoner taking shit out of London, another one pumping it back in. There you go. That's what the embankment is. It's two big sewerage pipes that go straight from the south bank and the north bank, and they flush it all out. I believe it goes down to Kew pumping station. We'll have to visit that as well because it's got 4 big bastard steam engines in it. Anyway, look at this. That's a bit of alright, isn't it? Houses of Parliament over there. London Eye over there. Former GLC building behind it. It's now a gallery and like playhouse sort of thing. And the old Thames, which is very high at the moment. A lot of rain and high tides. That's Westminster Bridge. And that's Whitehall over there where all the to-ins and throw-ins go with government. Biggest cunt hive you'll ever see in the UK. There we go. That little monument you can see between the cranes, dedicated to the RAF in the Second World War. Very nice monument. Looking off of the south bank, that's Charing Cross Station. Don't want to drop my phone in the river. Charing Cross Station. Right there, behind there, see the BT Tower, the old post office tower? That's where we started our walk from, right there. But see this in the middle? That's an ancient Egyptian obelisk known as Cleopatra's Needle. It's the oldest monument standing in London at the moment. We'll go around and have a look at that in a minute. Beautiful, there's actually hieroglyphs written all up there. That was dragged up the Thames. Yet another stolen artefact. Actually, I think it was a gift. There you go. That's why it's not in the British Museum, I suppose. There you go. Here we are at the beginning of Queen's Walk. It's like Gotham City, isn't it? Starting with the old rebuild of St Paul's Cathedral. And to quote the song, The Rare Old Times, new glass cages spring up along the quay. That's Blackfriars, that's where we're going next. If you're ever around this way, it's very difficult to get a pint. Lovely day though. All this open space. The Luftwaffe did their job in this part of the town. Crazy. I skipped an awful lot of that. Go here. I skipped an awful lot of that because there's only so much you can learn about homemade milkshakes and coffee bars. Jesus, how much kale do these vegans eat? Met a nice family though, German family, and they took me photo. That was that photo you just seen before there. They were photographers. They said I was photogenic. Okay. I was just talking about the Luftwaffe beforehand, maybe that's what it was. Sodic. Where's Oscar? There's an interesting thing. That's the old railway bridge. And that was dismantled in the 80s. You see the last pier is that one there. It's 3 piers deep. Incorporated it into that bridge there. See, that one, that one. I quite like it. There's a lot of scrap metal there though, isn't there? And there is the Old Bailey. We'll be over there in about an hour. this, when the tide is low, you can actually get down on the foreshore there. See a lot of mudlarks and stuff. We found some interesting things down there in the past. Not a bad little boozer. Young special, very, very nice beer. Nice and hoppy. That actually turned into 2 pints. Had a very nice conversation about English history with a professor. That was quite nice. Southwark. That's the new footbridge, Millennium footbridge. Closed off. The bounciest bridge in the world. If you're scared of heights, don't go across it. Behind it, you've got the Tate Modern. I'm not going in, but I love that chimney. Look at that. Bit of work in that. The good thing about that bridge being closed means we can go down a little bit further. Let's walk through all the modern stuff. A little bit of the old nestled in with the new. And just around the corner here is the replica of the Globe Theatre, Shakespeare's Globe. Worth a visit. Replica of the Globe Theatre. Othello's on. That'd be interesting. I like the way the thatch's gone all green and rolled. Way too clean. Still holding up well though. It's been about 10 years since I've been down here. Nice. On Southwark Bridge with a bit of rain starting to happen. Docklands Light Railway there. Good little busker in the arches there. If you look very carefully behind there, there's the Gherkin, see it? Lovely building. Remember when that was on its own. Over there we have Canary Wharf, Tower Bridge in the front. So what we do is we go this way, or will we go this way? Let's have a look, shall we? I know where we go. There's the Shard, one of my favourite buildings. Talking about brutalism in glass and all that earlier on, but that is a stunning piece of architecture. In fact, let's go have a look at the Shard. We're going to go back on ourselves. This is the original site of the Globe Theatre. Nice little marker point. Only about 500 yards away from the replica. Just off Southwark Bridge if you're looking for it. Nice little reference for any Simpsons fans. You like this? I like me some brickwork. Beautiful arches. Oh, you see this? Wallop. Good museum, that, if you fancy a bit of the macabre. Bit of a clue. Nearly Halloween after all.
I might be doing
Remnants of Winchester Palace. That is amazing. Look at that rose window. Little bit of the 12th century still there. Nice garden too, isn't it? So that's what happens when you integrate new and old architecture. Works well, doesn't it? Up we have the replica of the Golden Hind, Francis Drake's ship. Remember going on this as a kid. It's been there a long time. Whee! Some old masts there, look at that. I'll allow you to insert pirate noises. I believe that's called the futtocks when you climb over into the crow's nest. Interesting thing, block making. One of the first mechanised trades ever. See if you can zoom in on it. A 3-to-1 ratio on that block there, look at that. Let's have a look in Southwark Cathedral. There you can see little tracks and small little alleyways like that, and then you just turn like that. Medieval Cathedral, Southwark Cathedral. Beautiful building. We'll see if we can get inside. Anyone interested in some lovely flint napping? Look at that. That is perfect. Lovely flint placed. Beautiful. I'll just call you the church. brilliant exhibition in here at the moment. It's all about the moon. Wait till you see this. This is one of the most amazing installations I've ever seen. So we've got 19th century, 18th, 19th century, 13th century, poor bastard, 12th century, all the way up. No, I haven't joined some form of monastery. It's pissing down with rain. That was good, that. I've never been in Southwark Cathedral. I'd heard about that moon installation. I was really happy with that. Very, very nice. Now we're going to see some proper history in amongst all the modern. This is London Bridge, this very unprepossessing concrete lumbering giant. That's where there used to be houses, streets, and the only gateway into the city of London, over there. That's where they used to put the heads of criminals on the spikes, like William Wallace, Wat Tyler, to name one or two. I'm not going to name them because it's absolutely pissing down. We're going to go down a little bit further, and then we're going to come back through all the way back through there. We have walked a lot today. I need to find another pub. Day of many weathers. Yeah. Subject of beer. I do like a nice pint in London. Terrible fucking music, I know. Sorry about that. But I've just discovered this one. I haven't had this one before. I've had Black Sheep before, but this is a Black Sheep Blonde. Very, very nice. People are looking at me, but I don't care anymore. absolutely pissing down, yeah. I think there may be 2 pints in it. On the go now, 3 hours. We'll see a lot more, trust me. Oh, sun's back out. Carry on. Black sheep blonde, lovely bit. Just at London Bridge Station here. I just want to show you the scale. Ready? That's the Shard. It's fucking immense, isn't it? Amazing. See a beautiful looking pub? Have a look at this. Be rude not to, wouldn't it? That was a lovely pint. Sharps, Doombark, can't beat it. Do you want to see a battleship? Ladies and gentlemen, HMS Belfast. I went on that when I was, 5 years old for the first time. And it's still there. You're looking at a First World War battleship there. And the interesting fact that I can give you about this is that those guns you see there, the way that they're aimed, and if they were to fire, they could hit Barnet. Right? Oh, look at that. You've got a rare occasion where Tower Bridge is open. That's a rare one. I've never seen that. I have never seen that in all the years. Let's have a wander around there real quick. But yeah, anyone that lives in Barnet, be aware. Let's go to Tower Bridge. It's open. Tower Bridge is open. I have never, ever, ever seen that in my entire life. Absolutely brilliant. It's very rare these days to see it. See if we see him close. Oh, there's a ship coming through and everything. Look at that. Zoom in a bit. Look at that. You've got very lucky. I must be your little lucky charm. That's amazing. And you see the ship coming through? Beautiful. Watch the bridge. Watch it carefully. It's closing. We are going to stay on this till it closes. That is absolutely brilliant. That has made my day. Guys, do yourself a favour. Tower Bridge is open. Look at it. You don't see that. These people are morons, I'm telling you. And there we go. See it closing? Look at it. Isn't that a wonderful piece of engineering? Oh, timing. You're watching a piece of Victorian engineering at work. A bascule bridge. It's a counterbalance mechanism. I've been up on the top of them gantries, and that museum in there is well worth a visit. Fuck HMS Belfast, that's cool, but that was cooler. Look at these idiots. Morons. Sitting having a lovely coffee and they missed a piece of fucking history. Look at it. Look at that. I think I'm the only person here in the entire area here. Look, see around me. A lot of people here. Whole restaurant full of people there. People on the boat, people on everything. No one saw that. People are fundamentally stupid. Fucking swear. How's that? I may be a bit pissed, but that was well worth it. Going back to HMS Belfast, I got a bit excited there. I say, I remember going on this as a kid. It's a beautiful piece of fucking engineering when you go down there. You can do a full tour of this. You can go all down below, see the engine rooms, everything like that. It is a brilliant place to go. I say that's been sitting there longer than I've been alive. It'll be there long after I'm gone. It's a beautiful hunk of iron. Look, still people climbing all over it. Wonderful. And look, sunshine still. See that building there? That's a fascinating building. When they built that, they got it so wrong because it's concave shape like that. That was it's facing south as well, as you can see, and that used to magnify the sunshine and used to melt car tires and tarmac and everything. It caused several fires. I mean, what a fucking piece of engineering! It's like if a supervillain was a fucking architect. Crazy stuff. Good fun. Very good fun. I still can't believe I got the Sea Tower Bridge opening. You have no idea what that means to me, because that is a piece of London furniture, as it were, that has been emblazoned into my mind since I was a kid. And I've seen it on film. I've seen it, it's so famous, it's there. But to see it actually moving, I mean, I'm going to walk across that in a few minutes. In fact, that's how we're going to get back into the city of London. And you realise how big that is, how amazing that is, that was a structure made in Victorian times. It was incredible. Absolutely astonishing. Just need another pint after that. Ladies and gentlemen, the Tower of London. One of the most important buildings, and I'm not going in it because it's too late. Also, if you fancy a 3-hour queue to get in it, I think I can actually see the queue going down the river. That's the White Tower you can predominantly see. It's phenomenal. And it's actually a lot more extensive than you think. It goes back a long way. It incorporates so many different styles of building, architecture. I say it's a Norman build and carried on through even to an army barracks during the war. Famous residents include, say, Lady Jane Grey, the Princess in the Tower, that sort of thing. But also the Cray twins. The Cray twins were held in there because they battered their duty sergeant when they were on national service. And it was a barracks and a prison, military prison. Last two executions of people, I think public executions, they might have been public, were in the motor of that, and they were for German spies. They were shot in the motor of that. And we're going to go down and I'm going to show you where that was. But I'm still excited about that. I mean, that's fucking brilliant. You know what I mean? It's serious. It's a Tower Bridge, ladies and gentlemen. The reason why you saw me going like a giddy schoolgirl about Tower Bridge opening is because I'm now on Tower Bridge and I'll show you. Look at this.
They're not accessible.
Always busy. Right. There we go. This is why I'm excited. See all them people, see all them cars, see everything there. That entire structure was just lifted beyond 45 degrees. That's astounding that it still works. I mean, I imagine it's all electric. If you go back just where we came from, where I came up them stairs, there's actually a steam room like full of engines and stuff like that, which used to power it, to pump water in. And it was, I believe it was the weights for the balances, the counterbalances was actually done with the Thames water itself. But look at that up there. Look, if you look carefully, there's actually a glass skylight where you can walk along it. Fascinating structure. This is the bridge all Americans get confused with as Tower Bridge. There you are. I say there's another lovely view of Tower of London there. With all Gotham City behind it. That's the building I'm referring to as the Gherkin, by the way. Or a Wally. Hey, Amy. That monument there is the monument to the Great Fire of London. We're going to be there in about, well, we've got to go all the way around here. That's a longer walk than it looks. See where we started? Right there. A few miles away. That's Centre Point. That's Tottenham Court Road, that is. That building there. Beautiful. I see a security guard there. I'm going to thank him because he's actually, whoever he was working for, actually gave me a little dream come true there, seeing this bridge working. Tower Bridge, ladies and gentlemen. A feat of human endeavour. This is Eddie. He's one of the blokes who runs Tower Bridge, one of the security guards here.
No,
He's
security.
Well,
Crew, one of the crew.
One of the
maintenance.
Maintenance. One of the crew. I will stand corrected.
Yeah.
He's just told me it's going to fucking open again.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to go over there.
There, you can stand between, see the blue gap between the two blue railings.
Yeah.
You can stand right there against the wall.
You're an absolute gentleman, man. Absolute.
You can get a better picture then.
All my years, I've never seen it working.
Yeah.
I was down by Belfast there and I saw it.
Yeah.
And that has made my day.
Yeah. Okay.
Over there. How long
Right.
do you reckon, mate?
A couple of minutes.
Gentleman. Absolute
Right.
gentleman.
Okay.
Look at that. Gentlemen. Now we're going to see some fun. It's happening. It's happening. Hear the alarms? I'm on Tower Bridge and the alarms are going off. This is amazing. Here we go. The bridge is closed. See the gates over there? They're all closed off. There's another set of gates over here. They're just getting the last people off, pedestrians off the bridge.
Can everyone move that way, please?
If you look carefully, that guy there is piloting this bridge right there. There he is. Look at that. I'm standing on Tower Bridge watching Tower Bridge
Watching
opening.
the road go up.
That is brilliant. Look at that. It is so smooth. It's silent as well. Look at that. There's the road. Wow. That's incredible. I like the idea that that's the boat that's coming through. Doesn't need it.
It's going to, the people in the West Broadway are going to be so happy.
Good God. Look at the hinge on that.
Would you like to go to the very top?
How many tons is that lifting now?
No.
There is no sound, nothing. It is so smooth.
Hey, the Space Girls are moving.
Jesus Christ.
You know what I'd like to be? I'd like to be up on the East and West Broadways. But it would be a bit scary.
Oh, it's a sailing ship coming through. That's brilliant.
Falling into the sea.
Do you reckon you could jump it? It's not exactly the Blues Brothers, is it? There are people up there watching this. Tower Bridge opening. They've got front row seats here. Look at that on a turnstile and everything. You are lucky, lucky people.
What do you know? Next time you guys
Let's see what we got. By the way, this is Cameron. He's another legend. Cheers, man. Look at that.
Wish it was a cruise liner that you rigged this.
Yeah, this will do me. This will do me. Trust me, man. That's brilliant. I need a pint after that. Oh, it's going down again already. Look at that. Look at this. I love how it's silent.
Yes.
Perfect, isn't it?
Whoa. Heard a little bit. See that gate back there?
Yeah.
It's a bit rusty, so it makes a noise if it goes fully open.
Yeah.
And then we just apart from that, it's
You've heard it from the horse's mouth himself, quiet and smooth. I'm standing on the bloody bridge and it's smooth. It's gorgeous.
really good. Over 130 odd years now.
Yeah. Victorian engineering at its best, man. You working here long?
Bit of millimetre clearance it's got.
Look at it, yeah. That's what blew me away when I saw that. Tiny little scratch mark there. You can see it. Like, you know. Which one goes up higher, this side or this other side?
Both the same.
They're both exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
Exactly the
You
same.
can go like.
Really?
Yeah.
I was in the museum before, and you see where it swings into.
Oh, we still got.
Yeah, I was years ago. I was in it. Yeah. Used to fill with water, didn't it? Is that right?
Still does.
It does still, doesn't it?
We have to go it out.
Yeah. There it is closing in. Look at that. Look at that. Round of applause. Look at that. It's amazing what I get obsessed with, isn't it? This is someday, man. Someday.
We can never take this. So we get first.
You just watch Tower Bridge opening and closing from Tower Bridge. Look, there it is. Can't escape it, can you? All them years, I've never seen it open. I saw it twice in one day, once from on the bridge. I am such a happy person. Such a happy person. Another boat going on there. Look at that. We'll leave it at that. Look at that beautiful image. There it goes. I need to bite. And this is what was the moat of the Tower of London, all drained. I'm going to have a quick tour on the outside of it. Back in Westminster. We're back on the same side of the river as where we started now. And we're heading to a pub that I love called the Hung Drawn and Quartered because I need a pint of London Pride. I am so happy he's here now. I don't know how long this video is going to be now. I'm such a child. Child that needs alcohol. Beer. Side of the tower. I love this because you can pan it around. You can see where we were. That's basically London Bridge where that is there, the Shard. That's where we just had our last pint. That's the other side of the river. It's the tip of the White Tower there. It's beautiful, isn't it? You are now entering the Corporation and the City of London. Boom, boom. There we go. Inside the Hung Drawn and Quartered, having a lovely pint, and I just had a pork pie. I'm delighted. Beautiful pub, look at that. I feel I've done a slight disservice to one of the most interesting buildings in London because I got so carried away by opening the Tower Bridge. I've had a couple of pints and a pork pie, so I'm delighted. Anyway, this is the Tower of London, as you know, and the great thing about it is, if you look at it, it's just a mishmash of different styles of buildings. So if you look there, you can see old Norman builds, you can see, they look like Georgian builds going through there. There's Tudor at the back there with all them chimneys. And there's a wonderful part here where you see the Norman curtain wall, but it's got gun embrasures lined with brick. You know, there's 1,000 years of history here. And it always fascinates me just looking at it. Before I started this film, I was standing back there having a gander. And so many things took place here over the years. Executions, imprisonments, as I say, even down to the Cray twins, you know, stuff like that. Absolutely incredible. There's an interesting part down here. I don't know if we can get down to it, but there was actually what they called a menagerie. It was a royal zoo where they had things like polar bears, I believe, and monkeys and gorillas and other exotic animals. We'll have a look, see if we can see it. They represent them in these wonderful wire sculptures. It's kind of cool. Look at them. Think of how long it took to build that wall outside anyway. There was a beautiful thing here a few years back when it was the 100-year anniversary of the end of the First World War, and they filled this entire moat, actually poured out of one of them embrasures, I believe, with poppies. They were clay poppies. And it was a lovely little gesture. I believe it was to represent everyone that was in the London garrisons that died during the war, and it was absolutely amazing. Thousands and thousands. It was blood red, the whole thing was it. Absolutely gorgeous. It's a lovely evening. And we're going to go down now. We're going to have a quick look, see if we can get down to the front there. But that bit there tends to be closed off now to the public. Oh, do you hear that bell ringing? That's the yeoman with the guard saying, "Fuck off, tourists." I've been in there at that time. Let's have a look. There we go. This is a representation of some lions there. As I say, I think there's a couple of other ones. So you're leaning over there, there's the entrance. That wasn't the original entrance to the castle, that would have been on the river. But there you go. I love seeing that sandwich between the past, you've got the present, and behind that the future, because we were just walking through there and you can actually see the cranes there in the background. They're still building. London is an ever-changing place. Let's see how far we can get to the river. Prime example of some interacting architecture. So you've got the Georgian period over here, you've got the Tudor period over here, and the Norman right here. It's amazing that when they were building these, that was the primary weapon. When they were building that, it was cannon. Incredible. Let's see how far we can get down. I think we might be able to see Traitor's Gate. We're about to see probably the most famous part of this, and probably my favourite really, other than one of the chapels in there. This is Traitor's Gate. Time-wise, this was all full of water. I can remember this being full of water. You know, we go around it. Now, you ever hear the story of Lady Jane Grey? This is where she entered. Never came out. Look at that, still full of coins. See that? Still full of coins. That's not stones. Every one of them's a coin down there. Yeah, Lady Jane Grey left there. She was executed apparently on Tower Green, but there's many pictures that said she was executed indoors. But I love this part of the building because it's pretty much untouched. Survived so much, including the Second World War in the end. Traitor's Gate. Look at that. It's good at this time of night. All the tourists are fucked off. Let's try and get inside there for a minute. Have a look. Ah, we've got a dodgy camera. Looks imposing, doesn't it? And you can see there's a little set of stairs just through here that leads into the outer ward. Directly behind that is the bloody tower. No wonder Elizabeth I didn't want to live there. She's seen so many people bloody die there. That is a beautiful glimpse of the White Tower there. In fact, hang on, we count it. 1, 2, 3. See the second buttress in there? I'm pointing at there. Stairwell right there. That's where they found the princes in the tower. Oh, Dick the shit, Richard III. Supposedly done in the two princes there. And walled them up. And there's a little plaque to them in there. But round here, on this side, is the outer moat still. And I believe it was in here that the two lads, I believe one was Czech and one was correct me if I'm wrong, I think he was German. Could have been Polish, but they were German spies and they were shot just inside that. There. Lovely little reconstruction of the drawbridge here. And you think that gate is about 200 years younger than that gate. Fascinating. You can see one of the chapels just creeping over there in that round tower. Isn't it amazing though? because on this side, that Traitors Gate and all this used to lead, this was just a single jetty that led over here. Over to the Thames, down to the foreshore here. But the gate to Traitors Gate leads just over here, just here. And there's Tower Bridge again. Remember, we were right there watching it going. Incredible. The Shard, leading back down into the city. And now what we're going to do is we're going to have a walk down into, back to Blackfriars down here. And we're going to go back to Fleet Street. Here we have one of the remnants of the old city wall. The Roman city wall, I might add. Look down there, see all the red tiles? That's all Roman tiles. All that there. Look where it's connected to. Right to the castle, Tower of London. You can see elements of this all around the city. If you go back of the Barbican, you can see stuff. That's Museum of London and all that. And there's a tower there still standing, well worth having a visit. However, we are going up there, and we are, well, down there really, because we are going to Tower Hill and we're going to get a tube. Because my legs are weary, my bladder is full, and I don't fancy a pint anyway. So we are going down to Fleet Street. Yeah. This is why you always look down laneways. St. Paul's Cathedral. This is the monument to the Great Fire of London. And directly behind it was actually destroyed originally during the Great Fire, because that is the second St. Paul's Cathedral. One of the most amazing structures in London. Christopher Wren. One of the best epitaphs and funeral monuments. If you go in there and look down, it says, "If you're searching for my monument, look around me." Christopher Wren. Yeah, we're going to go around and have a look at this now. Paternoster Square, by the way, just in case you're wondering. Through this wonderful, there it is there, look, Paternoster Square. Through this wonderful gate. And this colossus of a building. With a cracking full moon behind it. I've been up there. You can go right to the Golden Gallery up there. That's a fascinating place to go. Wellington's buried in there, along with many more. If you've ever seen the film Sherlock Holmes, the one with, what's his name? Iron Man. Don't know what his name is. That's the gate he kicks in there. He jumps off that. Yeah. But he actually used a church, which I earlier said, which was talking about, Benjamin Franklin. It was a long time ago and many pints ago, which was St. Bartholomew's. There you go. But here we go, have a look at this. Look at this for a front. No wonder he put a nice porch on it if it was going to be his monument, eh? St. Paul's Cathedral. It just gets bigger every time you look at it. On Ludgate Hill leading down to Fleet Street. Plenty of nice pubs down here, which we will go into. Always a busy spot. Welcome to St. Bride's Church, commonly known as the wedding cake on that pier, another Christopher Wren design. What you're seeing there, that wall, is actually the cemetery. We are below the level of the dead. I have just been listening to Sidebar Negative, so a little bit morbid at the moment. But we're going to go in this pub in a minute. That's the bell there. That there is a Roman temple directly under here. Go in this building. There is an underground museum, and you see bits of Victorian London, Tudor London, Roman London, bits of everything, medieval London. There's amazing things there. There's also a lot of print works and the history of printing. Because we're on Fleet Street. This is where the home of the tabloid newspapers. So there we go. We're going to nip in here and have another pint. See, Fleet Street. Boom. 97 Fleet Street. Lovely lamp. And we're going for a pint in the bell. I'm getting pissed just to show you around London, you know. It's a terrible strain on me.
Not people.
Christopher Wren, everyone. No journey to Fleet Street is complete without a trip to the Old Cheshire Cheese. This pub has been here since 1667, rebuilt just after the Great Fire of London. They do not like cameras or any of this bollocks in here. However, we'll see if we can sneak in the odd photo of a pint or two. Cross over Fleet Street without being killed. There's St Paul's and a lovely full moon. That's Wine Office Court down there. We'll go down there in a minute. We'll go in here in a minute. It's a beautiful pub, this. That's Cheshire Court. That leads you right back to the side of Ludgate Hill. It takes you all the way back to there. That's the top of St Bride's where we just were. Behind that there, the Old Bell. Absolutely lovely boozer, who I've just heard was mentioned in the London Pub Guide. And they were very, very nice in there. I had a beautiful pint of Young's. It was best bitter, beautiful. Nicholson's House, very, very nice pub. I've always gone to that pub when I'm going that way. This is turning more of a pub crawl than the history tour, but what are you going to do? So, there we go. He was looking at me, fucking funny. Full moon, you see. Woo! I'll show you this, you'll love this. They finally added to it. Last time I was here, it was different. Starting 1685 they got there, but as far as I know, it was 1667. I might be wrong, but we'll double check that. All the monarchs that have reigned, including the brand new one there. Old Charlie boy. Dirty old cunt. You could probably say that about most of them. I'm not exactly a monarchist, as you might have imagined. They are. The Old Cheshire Cheese. There it is, look at that. I was right, 1667. Look at that. I learned something and retained the fact. Fucking brilliant. They do good beer in here. We're in the upstairs of the Old Cheshire Cheese. They don't like filming in here, so we're doing a bit of guerrilla camera work. It's quite modern in here. We're going downstairs, back to the bar. And it's going to be very low. As you've seen most of the stuff today, it's going to be very low. I'm going to do some guerrilla camera work to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Beautiful pub, this. Lovely pint. Come in, seriously. Go into the basement, have a look at all the cheese weights, have a look at everything like that. It's for real. Also, this laneway, actually, we're showing it out there, hang on. This laneway, that way, is where Dr. Johnson, Samuel Johnson, lived. His house is still down there. Beautiful little museum, go and have a look at it. Getting fat on beer.
Thank you.
So
That's what 440 years looks like on Lair of a Step. And they're working it well. Sorry, boys.
No problem.
You're demonstrating my thing very
You
well.
lost or something, or?
No.
Okay.
All good, mate. Electric unicycle gangs. Fuck me, Mad Max didn't predict that. I have no idea what's going on here. Look at that fucker. I fucking love this city, man. Nothing better to annoy a load of taxi drivers and a load of cunts on bikes. There's more! There's fucking more! Right, I've no idea what the fuck happened there, but we're on Fleet Street. And it happened. There we go. That's London. It's the new McMullen pub. McMullen's a Hertfordshire brewery, very, very good stuff. That's McMullen AK. McMullen AK, in case you didn't hear it, lovely beer. My dad used to drink all this sort of beer. Obviously, the apple don't fall far. It's actually built into an old bank. As you can see, all the bars on the windows, we're in an old courtyard. Route Master bus there. Route Master there. And I'm good to see it. Happy to see it, so thriving. I've had a lot of beer today. Don't get many tours like this, do you? Fucking lovely drop this, McMullen AK. It's only mild, it's only 3.5%, 3.7, something like that. Nice and malty, beautiful. I've had a real ale day today. But there you go. We're going into West End next. Although, I think there's another. There is another McMullen pub in West End. There's an Axe Head in Covent Garden. I think we might make our way there in a minute. There's not much between here and town that way. I'll have a bit of fun, eh? Are you still with me? Alcohol. And London. Fun. This is a note just for me. This is going to be an absolute bastard to edit. Listen carefully, you'll hear the bells of St. Clement's. Oranges and lemons go the bells of St. Clement's. We're in full-on fucking Cockney now. What makes it even funnier is that that's the Royal Courts of Justice over there. Old Bailey just behind it. Newgate Prison in that direction. And we are beginning our journey down the Strand. We're heading back into town. I got a sandwich. I'm slightly drunk. Not doing badly though. There you are. You're actually hearing the bells of St. Clement's. Beautiful building. Another Christopher Wren design building. He liked them spires, didn't he? That's you playing the tune now. I'd have some drummed into me as a kid. I think this is called a bit of fortuitous timing. I was just listening. There you go, you see it there. It's Iron Maiden, Transylvania. Wonderful instrumental. And you can imagine where that comes from. Well, let's just talk about Bram Stoker for a minute and where we are. We're standing right outside the Lyceum Theatre. Fuck the Lion King, we're not talking about that. We're talking about Abraham Stoker. Dublin, man. There you go. And we'll see a little plaque over here, I believe, if I'm correct. There he is. And we can see that Henry Irving was there from 1895 to 1878, managed the Lyceum Theatre. Whilst working at the Lyceum as Irving's acting manager, Bram Stoker wrote Dracula. The plaque was unveiled by Ian McKellen in 2006 to commemorate the centenary of Irving's death, and the plaque donated by the Edgar Allan Poe Society. There we go. The Lyceum Theatre. A little bit of history here. Imagine that. Walking up to these steps here was, well, stage door. He was probably at these steps as well. Edgar Allan Poe. And there's a pub. There's a pub right next door. And it's a full moon with Venus there as well. There's Venus right there. I think we should have a pint, shouldn't we? Oh, it's closed. We'll go to West End, so I bet he had that thought exactly at the same time as me. Bram Stoker, ladies and gentlemen. Although, the Lyceum Tavern, I see beer, I see people. I think we should go in here. Well, we're still on the Strand. I'll take you to one last landmark before we head back home. We've had a 10-hour walk around London. A couple of tubes. But we'll end on a high. We're going into the West End, where we already are, really. There's the bright lights ahead of you there. Interesting note, that's a Savoy Hotel where John of Gaunt used to live, and it was destroyed during the Peasants' Revolt. Interesting fact. Also, what you see down there was a little roundabout, and it's how the London taxi in fact, I've just paused to find one. There's one. How the London taxi was designed, it has to make its way around the roundabout there. It's also the only place in London where you legally supposed to drive on the right because of the theatre that's there. Good, isn't it? Anyway, see a proper landmark before we leave here. Interesting church there, St. Martin's in the Fields. And it leads on to Trafalgar Square. As you can see, it's all sealed off at the moment because they're doing a little festival there at the moment. There you go. Nelson's column. All as ever. That's the National Gallery just there. And due to the Mayor of London, I am showing you this for a sense.
Yeah.
There we go.
So like the whole.
So I'm going to leave you with old Nelson there on my back. Charing Cross is in that direction, just where we came from. A massive walk where we started. And we are going down there. What you've just seen is a 10-hour long pub crawl / historical tour of London. Hope you enjoyed it. Worth coming to. But you've got to look like this so that no one robs your phone over here. Absolute scumbags in town today. Is what it is. It's a city after all. There's Nelson. There's me. Bye.